on this week's episode of On the Road.
We're going to Alaska, boys and girls.
Rock heads off on an epic adventure to take part in the salmon spawning run of Alaska. It's a 5-star fish catching show that you don't want to miss.
There's 1,000 miles in 18 hours. I got a double drive down southbound 35. I got the hammer down, Detroit made 525, pushing my ass right down that line. And that smell of burning diesel fuels tells me that I'm back out on the road.
About 2 weeks ago, I was sitting at home kind of bored and decided to reach out to Angry Eagle Outfitters. We've been to it a couple of times, fishing and bear hunting, just to see what was going on, see if they didn't maybe have any openings. You know, they're pretty booked this time of year, and lo and behold, in 2 weeks, they said if you can make it, we got openings, and we'd love to have you guys come out and film the show and get an episode going for us. So here we are, 2 weeks later. We're going to Alaska, boys and girls. Well, we got the plane all loaded up. Me, my wife, Christy, my mom, my dad, Jimmy, and Allison. It's time to head to Alaska, one of the most beautiful states in the country, if not the most beautiful state in the country. Ready to head out there, have a blast, and see what kind of fish we can catch. Well, we had to stop in Seattle to refuel, and as normal, seems like every time I've flown into Seattle, it was raining. However, we got in there, got it done, we left, and here we are, baby, Alaska bound. Next stop, Anchorage.
Once you land, Angry Eagle Lodge has a crew waiting to greet you. Grab your gear and load it up for transport to the float plane that will take you straight to the lodge.
Yeah, we are down on the pond there. We have a seaplane waiting for you guys.
God, I love being out here in Alaska. So beautiful, so pristine. Once we landed in Iliamna, we then had to take a short bus ride over to the puddle jumping plane so that we can get to Angry Eagle Lodge and let the fun times begin.
Float planes are the primary transportation in this area of Alaska. As you fly from the airport to Angry Eagle's lodges, you get to take part in what many consider a highlight of this bucket list adventure. The views are truly amazing, and seeing the gorgeous landscape of Alaska from a float plane is something everyone should experience at least once in their lifetime.
So after 3 long years, we're back here. Man, this place is just as beautiful as I remember it. A little bit of rain, but that never deters anything. Got the plane to go wherever you need to go. It's always a plane ride away out in Alaska. Nothing's close.
After getting settled in and a quick snack of salmon jerky, they prepare to kick things off on a river famous for its big rainbow trout.
They're taking us to a place I've never been before. They're taking us to the Copper River. We're gonna be floating all day long and hopefully latching on to some of the biggest rainbow we've ever caught. They say it's a blast, one of the funnest adventures we'll ever be on in our lives as far as for rainbow fishing. So I'm pretty excited to get out there and see what all the hoorah's about. They say it's the most beautiful spot of Alaska. Let's check it out and see. Whole different experience than we've ever had here before. New, and I think I like it.
This segment of On the Road is brought to you by River Run ATV Park, Rogue Ridge Electric Mountain Bikes,
Say Bone Cajun Products. It's just better.
Mojo Outdoors, the team who forever changed the way you hunt. Nose Jammer. Wrong wind? Jam 'em with Nose Jammer. On the Road will be right back. Rock and his family are kicking off their Alaskan fishing adventure by rafting the Copper River, known for its numerous and giant rainbow trout.
So before we start fishing, there's two waterfalls. This is the smaller of the two. We got to get out of the rafts. Apparently it's too dangerous. And we'll walk around the waterfall, get back in the boat at the bottom side of it. So we're gonna take a trail that's somewhere in here. I guess we'll find it and then get on around this little baby and go check it out.
Yeah, there's your trail to your left, right up that.
Look, I was all about taking the rapids and going over these waterfalls and stuff, but the guide decided to tell me that it was because of insurance purposes. I'm not sure. I really would have did it. I can't believe they didn't let me.
After navigating the rafts and gear safely through the first fall, waterfall number 2 is a little more tricky, and not for the faint of heart.
Alright, they say this is a humdinger of a waterfall right here that they won't even go down it, so I guess we're gonna get to see it.
Someone snuck in this little rafting slash triathlon.
Whenever it's 10 years from now, what are you going to talk about? You ain't going to talk about that one time that you went and just caught salmon all day. You're going to talk about the river rafting adventure, seeing the waterfall, all that stuff.
I'm gonna take you guys down and walk down with you, and then I'll probably stay down there to catch the boats after they come off.
I would have done that one too.
Now we're just gonna float till we see spawning trout or spawning salmon and trout feeding behind them. Shouldn't be too far.
When I tell you this is some of the best fishing in the world, I'm not even beginning to exaggerate here. I'm talking every time your line hits the water, just about fish on. That's it, boys and girls. That's why we came to Alaska. That's our first good rainbow trout of the trip. Beautiful fish. Awesome afternoon. Yeah, baby. Baby, I gotta come fish right here. It's stupid. Good.
After a few casts and catches, the Copper River immediately starts to show why it's such a popular fishing destination.
Little double trouble right there, baby. Woo! First day, first good hole out in the Copper River, and bam, triple on some big old bows.
We were like,
Bye.
girl power. We let y'all play with them for.
I'm catching. Dude, just when we finished the triple and said, this is why we came to Alaska, I land this big old sucker. Beautiful. All right. See, baby? That's why I love coming up here.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
You got him on size, but he got you on pretty.
Yeah, look at that. Look at the gold.
We're having to call it quits early because we can't go far down enough. We're catching too many fish. That's the best, by far the best rainbow fishing day trip I've ever had, ever. Now that's how you're supposed to start off a fishing trip. Now it's time to go and get on the float plane, head back, just take in these billion-dollar views that are out here and see what's in store for us for day 2.
On the road, we'll be right back.
Plan for day 2, head on north in the float plane to Old Pike Lake. I would tell you the exact name of the lake, but I can't give you my spot. Just like day 1 with the rainbows, bam, the pike were hitting, they were on just about every cast.
Northern pike are fierce big fish, growing to nearly 5 feet long, with rows of big sharp teeth for snatching their prey with lightning speed. They love flashy lures such as spoons on the inline spinners, and once one is on your line, get ready for a fight.
Nothing better than wetting the line, having a little action, getting fish in, having a good time with my baby and my parents.
Yeah, you pike block me, huh? I see what you do.
Fish of the day, baby, right there. Yeah! Holy smokes!
Yeah.
Well, it seems like every trip to Alaska gets better. This is our second day out here, and we chose to come pike fishing, and as you can see, we landed 2 giant monsters. My baby and I doubled up, and we are sitting here reviving them, and once they're back up and ready to roll, we're gonna roll. We're calling it a day. You can't top this. As day 2 came to a close, I had to stop, take it all in, seize the moment, and just realize where we are and what we're doing. I'm with my mom, my dad, my wife, and 2 good friends out here absorbing all of the beauty that Alaska has to offer. I work many long hours just to be able to enjoy this type of stuff, and it makes every second of it worth it. That's our 3rd day out here in Alaska, and today we are going to chase some sockeye. A little bit of rain this morning. It's supposed to be like this all day. Perfect fishing weather in my opinion.
Well, that's not gonna pull, yeah? Woo, you coming to tail?
Sockeye salmon group up in large schools at the mouth of and along stretches of Iliamna River as they prepare to spawn. Some are still silver, which are the best for eating, but the majority have transformed into the beautiful bright red and green spawning colors they're known for. They're strong fighters, and when you hook up with a sockeye, you better have a good grip on your rod.
Hell yeah! Look at that. Fish of the trip, baby. Fish of the trip.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Nothing but solid catching. That's how it is out here in Alaska. Of course, what do you do when you're catching fish that you can eat? Nothing better than a phenomenal, fresh shore lunch that the guys put together for us. Well, they really know how to do it out here at Angry Eagle Outfitters. Well, that's a wrap for our third day out here in the wonderful state of Alaska and Angry Eagle Outfitters. As you can see, they put us on the sockeye. We loaded up on them. We did very well. Got plenty to bring home. It's 3 days in a row, top-notch fishing. I can't wait to see what they have in store for us tomorrow for our Arctic char fishing. I know they're gonna put us on them like they've done the first 3 days. I can't speak highly enough about these guys and about this trip in general. It's perfect.
The awesome fishing in Alaska is only rivaled by its own beauty, and Angry Eagle is the top outfitter in Alaska to enjoy both. On the road, we'll be right back. Closed captioning provided by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, ensuring the future of elk, other wildlife, their habitat, and our hunting heritage.
Another wonderful day out here in the Alaska paradise. Today we're going up the Iliamna River and we're going to go Arctic char fishing, and there'll be some rainbows mixed in there too. It's going to be about a 15-mile journey up the river for us to get to where the char are really thick.
If not by plane, you're traveling by boat, and in this case, one big boat just to get into several smaller jet motor john boats that swiftly take you up the beautiful blue-green waters of the Iliamna River.
Just like that, bam, fish on, baby.
Arctic char are a trout species that can be caught following the sockeye up the river, hoping to dine on some of the eggs that get caught in and swept down the current. The Iliamna char grow big and easily fall for a bead that looks like a salmon egg.
That's a pretty one right there.
Wow.
Iliamna River, Angry Eagle Outfitters. Put you on them every day.
Why won't they hit on mine like that? You must have a special bait or something.
You gotta love it.
We got him, we got him, we got him, we got him. That's a nice fish there, Jimmy. Yeah.
Wow. Got it.
Bears are a common sight while fishing along the Iliamna River, and one of the guides has a little bun sounding like a bear on the stalk.
Turn around, Dana.
You didn't think it was a bear, did you?
If they're just fishing, they don't care about you. Yeah. They'd rather eat the fish, which is, yeah.
The only one you ever have to worry about is the mama bear.
Yeah. They're so quiet too. You know, they're so big. You think they would make a lot of noise,
Right.
but they're
When you knew it,
quiet.
they're there.
All of a sudden you look and they're there.
Yeah, but you know why, huh? They're so quiet. Because they're barefooted.
All joking aside, Alaska is definitely known for its bears, and the Iliamna River is a prime spot for bear sows and their cubs to dine on spawning sockeye salmon. And when they show up, it makes for a great moment to stop and take it in as you watch the cubs learn how to fish. And if bears invade your honey hole, you know it must be a great spot to catch fish.
While everybody else is over there watching them bear eat and catch fish, we over here catching fish. That's what we came to do. It's a big old fish. What's it, about a 24?
Yes, it was very nice to see those bears right here. The babies and the mama. That was something. I never seen that in a while, so at home I'd have been wet, but it'd been from sweating. It wouldn't have been from the drizzle. So, which is better?
I'll answer that. This is. You guys got the whole spectrum. Yeah, great salmon that you can take home to eat. You got incredible pike, and that doesn't happen all the time either. It's going to take us a decade or two to get another trip like that. Come back next year, we'll beat it. This is definitely one of those trips I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. Not only did we have great food, great accommodations, great staff, but I got to do it with my wife, my mom, and my dad. That's next level, guys. Make sure that you get out there and enjoy the great outdoors with your family. No better place in the world to make memories than there.
And if you plan to be on the road, be sure to pick up a copy of Aaron's newest CD, Sinner, available for download and in stores. Be sure to follow the On the Road Facebook page for updates and extra video content.